welcome guys, we have returned. Trent and I are here again, but this time for Southeast Asia as Fnatic and Mineski have progressed themselves through round 1 and faced off against each other in this best of 3. Single elimination, so only one of these teams can go through and try and get themselves that qualification spot for ESL One Hamburg. We're already looking at a pretty beefy draft so far, Trent. There's lots of bans and lots of picks. Naga Siren up at the top is an interesting one, but everything else distinctly Southeast Asian.
Yeah, I mean, even the Naga, honestly. We'll call that distinctly Southeast Asian as well. Oh, it feels so good to cast some more Seed Dota. Yesterday was the first time casting what feels like forever. And then now Fnatic and Mineski. I've been watching, I've been listening, I've been reading. I mean, after TI, the only thing the goddamn subreddit could talk about was EE. Like... oh my god, it's been nonstop. Every day you turn on the subreddit and it's just nonstop posts about EE because there's all these C fans that are so hyped to have them and to have them on Fnatic. And there was, you know, all this drama between the rosters, and then their first couple tournaments didn't go well. They bombed out of 2 qualifiers like right away. And then because SEA was done so much earlier for the PGL one, like there's still teams qualifying for that one, and they were just done so first. They're the ones that had to change the whole rules because of time rating. You can't get enough of EE right now if you're into Dota. So this is that big qualifier that's left. I would say there's probably a lot of pressure on them to make this one.
Yeah.
Whereas Mineski, they're the kings right now. They are pulling the faceless, came into C, won every single qualifier. Hopefully they don't finish out the rest of the faceless trend and lose at every LAN. But for now, they are mega hyped.
Mineski also doing what the old Fnatic did, you know, a year and a half ago, similar to Faceless, you know, defeating TNC, left and right, Execration, everyone else, and I guess MVP was up in that list as well, that always got knocked out by Fnatic in the qualifiers. Mineski really
gatekeepers, man. Yeah. What is it with SEA?
There's always that one team. There's always that one team that's just like, no, we're going to win every qualifier. Every single qualifier will win, and then you have these, you know, second, third place teams that are like, oh, but we're really good too. We promise. So it was nice to see TNC kind of break the mold, get themselves up and out of the qualifiers every once and then. But their draft so far: Slardar, Nature's Prophet, Disruptor. Mineski have a ton, an absolute metric ton of catch, and kill, and chase, and a decent amount of damage as well. You've got a nice little opening here to go for some big physical right-click cores, even some wombo combos if you want to. You know, go for the big teamfight ultis. I really like this opener. I really do like it. And over on Fnatic, sure, you've got the next assassin to go invis. Veno's that just classic hero that's going to pressure lanes and dazzle with the saves, but also the kind of shove potential with the sustain and the regen, the heal from Shadow Wave and the weave. But out comes a Clinks. Cool.
Okay, so overall the heroes aren't that weird compared to what we've been seeing, but it feels like the lineups feel odd. Like some of the drafting moments too. For example, like obviously there's no AA Victor Van yet. Well, in the second phase, the Necros was removed in the second phase instead of the first phase. He slipped through there. The Slider is really on the rise right now. Some game picked him some NA games last night. I think Immortals played him a couple different times. And I've also been pubbing with him a bit, so maybe he's on the rise in terms of the 4. I mean, who else was left in the pool at that point? We still had the Earth Spirit was a potential opener for people. Clockwork we've been seeing banned in the first phase of EU.
Yeah.
So there seems to be, like, the stale meta maybe isn't quite so stale. Uh-oh.
Hello, Visage. What's happened? Is that an Excalibur mid-Visage?
That's a mid-Visage.
That's an Excalibur mid-Visage, isn't it? Yeah, I mean, Kunkka was one that was picked a lot in China, but it feels like it's only China that's really utilizing that hero. That's another 4 that...
I think I saw Crypt playing him last night, too.
Oh, nice.
Of course, they lost... you might have been asleep. They lost to Complexity, 2-1. An impressive fashion by Complexity.
Yeah, I saw that in... I can't remember. I woke up and I checked Twitter, and it's one of the "in case you missed it" tweets was someone tweeting, like, this has been a crazy time. The Dire have qualified for a LAN and they, you know, won the King's Cup. Then there was something else that they talked about in NA Dota where it's been a bit of a surprise. Then there was the Complexity thing where they beat EG. NA Dota right now is... they were talking about Immortals. The fact that the Koreans are over there starting to smash people up now as well, you know. NA Dota is really, really hard. Like, that region is insane.
Like, Complexity... They beat EG, then they go into the next series against the Dire, win game 1, and you're like, oh my god, is Complexity gonna like stomp everyone night? Then they lose the next 2 games, and you're just like, there they are. Yeah, it's tough, man. NA is intense right now. Excited to keep watching all the regions grow. Excited to finally be back in SCA. And oh, would you believe it? They banned Drow. Obviously the clear choice instead of the offlane Venomancer and mid Visage. God, that would have been terrifying.
Surprise, surprise. Drow Ranger removed. So what are we looking at now? It's mid hero from Mineski. I mean, we've seen mid Clinks from time to time, but looking through their recent drafts, I couldn't see Clinks at all, so I'm not sure where they're going to be throwing it. As a Beastmaster comes out from Fnatic, gives them a bit of additional vision along with the familiars, the Plague Wards, the Hawks now. They're going to be able to see the entire map clearly.
Yeah, seriously. They are rocking the vision all over the place. Add a gem in there, and it's going to be very difficult for Clinks to get in. Clinks does not buy initiation items. He just kind of walks up and does his thing. You know, he likes to have someone else lead, but he still has to cross through some dangerous territories. But let's say if we see Clinks, what are we going to do? We can roar him pretty fast. We can Nick stun him, maybe. He's pretty speedy. But a Grave Chill slow is pretty effective. Okay, these are some pretty decent options if he gets spotted out right before an engagement. And the burst can also come right in there from the Visage too. Just chained up after the roar with the birds. All right, I'm sold. I like it.
Trent, I'll have you know that Clinks players in the past used to buy Blink Dagger on the hero.
Oh, I know, but I'm just saying.
I know.
I've heard about this. Some EE player. I don't know. Maybe. So this is, yeah, this should be the mid hero. I guess that's a Nana hero, right? Is that a Nana Invoker? I mean, I hear Nana, I just go Nana Invoker. Doesn't really fit in. Oh, that's a Legion mid, I think.
What are we looking
because you
at?
can just purge the Grave Chill.
Yeah.
I mean, you're still gonna take the damage though. But you're against the Nyx Assassin, huh?
Okay.
But like now you have it up against Roar. That's actually pretty sick.
Oh yeah, that's a really good point.
So for like all the team fights and stuff, if the Clinks gets roared, they're just gonna jack up this Clinks dude. This Clinks is just gonna be. I was trying. You know, it's funny. I was thinking like, who's the mid hero that can like boost attack speed or who can like make this Clinks even scary? And it's like, well, there aren't really, because like we used to have Mag who can empower, but that doesn't work. And oh, okay, we'll just pick Legion mid.
Let's just go for a Legion mid.
So the idea was there.
So press the attack. Is that a strong dispel? It is, right?
Yes.
So you can just,
stuns are gone.
But also Veno spells, because Veno spells can be
except ulti.
Except ulti, sorry, yeah.
Yeah.
But Veno spells require strong dispels to get rid of them, so that's going to be really nice for them as well. All of that tick damage is going to be taken off by, well, on one target, I guess. But Legion Commander's going to have a pretty good time.
You can only dispel Gale. That's the problem with Veno. The guy's really obnoxious. You can't dispel poison attack or the ulti.
You are correct.
Yeah.
For some reason, I thought you could with Poison Sting with a strong dispel, but
I have even more news for you, Gary. Did you know that Poison Sting does not cancel Blink Daggers? Let me just remember that.
Yeah.
Good times.
That was weird.
Yeah. Fun. You know, Dota changes over time, guys. You guys think Veno is annoying against Blink Initiators now. Let me tell you a tale. When Poison Sting meant you never were going to blink again.
Literally never. Like, one Plague Wall gets placed down, it hits you once, and then that's your blink gone for like a million years. You're just not using it. Oh, nice. Already. The D-Ward comes out. They also block the camp here. So they won't have any pulls or stacks or anything for Beastmaster.
So that means they're going to leave Clinks alone? Or are they gonna do a quick rotation and put the Prophet top? This is weird. This is like anti-Enchantress, anti-Chen style plays.
I think maybe once they get Clinks to like level 2 or 3 they'll leave him, but I'm not sure about straight away. But yeah, you're right, blocking this camp means you get no pull-throughs for Ninja Boogie. It means that holding the wave and freezing it near your tier 1 is incredibly important. Huh.
It's the kind of play you do like when you're planning some sort of a 1v1 where you just don't, because like
against a bat or a tide.
I feel like Disruptor's is out of here soon.
Yeah, well, that's what it looks like. He's even bought himself a magic wand. Kind of interesting up against a Beastmaster.
For the boars. Yeah, that's clever.
We'll see what exactly happens. Let's have a look at the lanes. DJ Nyx with EE Veno. facing off against Ice, Ice, Ice on the Nature's Prophet, who instantly loses the majority of his mana to one burn from DJ there. Disgusting spell just gets thrown into his face. So top lane, they move the Dazzle and the Slardar up here.
They thought it was a tri-lane. They probably thought it was an aggro tri-lane with the Nyx, the Dazzle, and the Beastmaster. Because people have been running these, like, Beastmaster tri-lanes. I think MSS was playing one last night. Although I didn't see them actually play, but the draft certainly looked like that's what they were going to do. I wonder if that's what the plan, or the thought process is. Like, no matter what happens, it's going to be more valuable for our opponents to have that camp than us. Even if they just duel us or tri-lane us. Like, the Nyx is going to come up here eventually, probably. I don't think he's going to mess with Ice the whole time. This is a very ineffective offlaner for an assassin to mess with. You're just going to get right-clicked a lot. Like Treants in my hand.
He's doing a reasonably good job with a mana burn. Like, there are no Treants because Ice can't summon any because he has no mana left.
Yeah. But I mean, once you have boots, like, you can still just last it at least decently well.
Yeah. He should be able to just kind of skirt around the edges of the lane. But EE level 2 now could be a bit of a worry. As top lane, battle is kicking off. Jab's already down to low HP. Goes back in for the crush onto Ohio, but they're not going to be able to do anything there. The two dire supports being shoved away just by two Radiant heroes, Dazzle and Beastmaster, strong enough to shove Jabs out of lane. It's going to go for a little bit of a journey through into this Radiant bit of the jungle to find the bounty rune and steal it away from them. So that's going to work out for him. Pushes him close to level 2, halfway to it in fact. But mid lane, how are things going here? 11 and 4, 8 and 3. I guess as expected. Legion Commander doing a really good job with PMS quelling, being a melee hero, having that attack damage, and Ohio. Where is he? What's he up to? Oh,
he's chasing Disruptor, but he was also just tanking some serious shots from Mushi. Man, I'm so impressed with this ward block up top. This is actually so smart. Like, just to foresee the fact that no matter what happens, this camp being gone is just so much better for you. It's so difficult to do because it's so important as the Disruptor. You're like, man, I really need experience, guys. I don't know how I feel about blocking off that camp, but like, the fact they bring two heroes, it's so easy for them to bully, right? You're a Disruptor. You don't really want your Slardar here the whole time. Like, Jabs has to make that rotation back up here. He wants to be in the mid lane harassing up Excalibur. And it's just been, like, so important this camp's not here. Well played, Mineski. This is some, like, next level shit, dude.
I mean, I guess if you think the other way around as well, right? If it wasn't blocked and you were a Disruptor trying to stack and pull, if you pull across to this, Beastmaster will contest with a Dazzle potentially as well.
Oh yeah, with a Dazzle, 100%.
And then you just lose the stack anyway. So
yeah, because if you're on your own as Disruptor, you're like, oh, so I don't care if he comes over. I'll just run up, punch him. If he tries to punch me, I'll glimpse him back when Blinks gets here. Oh, second kill of the game. This was kind of inevitable if DJ is gonna stay. Yeah,
he hits level 2, gets a stun, and of course they had the Gale and the level 2 Poison Sting from EE. TP comes back down from Ice, and he'll have full mana again, so he gets to actually summon some Treants for once, which he's going to be pretty happy with. But DJ, with all these clarities and now the Poor Man's Shield, actually, with PMS or Nyx, he's pretty resilient up against the Nature's Prophet. What's going on over here? Ohio and Pile die. They see Jabs up on this high ground. How did they see him, though?
The ward they placed over here.
Oh, yes, you're right. There's a brand new ward there. Oh, dear Lord. Oops. Well, that's my first missed kill of the day. That's my bad.
Oh, Pilot died with the rune die. Haha, got him. They also, sadly, just placed a sentry down on that camp to unblock it up top, and the sentry had already expired, if I'm not mistaken. Like 2 seconds before, or it was about to expire anyway, so wasn't a big deal.
Wait, I'm echoing.
You're echoing.
Am I echoing on stream? That's not possible, surely. That's not possible. Mate, do you have in-game mic on? Maybe that's what I'm talking about? No? Then I have no idea.
I fixed it today. I did it yesterday.
I have no idea what's going on there.
Oh, you did the overlay
I did forget the overlay, though. Yes. It's fixed. It's fixed now. the square in the top left, the demonic square. Oh, dear. Okay, it's been a long week. I'm just gonna chalk it up to me being stupid and tired. I'm sure everything's fine. I'm never blaming anyone for missing overlays again. Ninja Boogie being chased here. Pile Die and Ohio running through. The camp has been stacked, so Pile Die is gonna take a chunk of damage there from the large camp as he walks past. Trent, stop laughing at me.
I can't help it. The comments are so good. Block the kill score as well, please. Oh, yeah, this is great.
Nice crushing onto Dazzle. He's got no grave actually, so this should be a kill for Mushi. Piles the damage in with the searing arrows, and they come in with the Sprout as well. The axes clear through it. Ohio glimpse back though into the danger zone, and Mushi will look for the second kill of the game for him. But Ice says, thank you very much. I've TP'd in here. I'll be taking this with my phase boot for the right-click damage. Incredibly potent out from your Nature's Prophet. Good rotations from Mineski now, looking to potentially... well, they can't do too much damage to the tier 1. They've got no mana left on Clinks. Furion returns to lane, and the TP's come back from Fnatic to defend.
They were close to not even getting that kill on Ohio. Can you imagine 4 heroes there and he survives? Like, that stick almost saved him, but shan't be the case. So, good recovery for Ice. So, wow, he's 5.5? Damn, dude. That's pretty impressive considering his start. Last hits are a little low for a Prophet, for sure.
He's died twice, and honestly, he's done really, really well somehow. But in come the birdies. DJ hits the Impale, and it'll be smooth sailing from there on as Excalibur just micros through and lands the Familiars on his head. Visage heading into the Hand of Midas after the medallion, it looks like here, just with the brown boots. Try and scale as much as you can.
I have no sympathy for offlane Nature's Prophets, honestly. Like, if you play any sort of normal 5 position support against that hero, you actually can't do anything. It's so irritating. He's impossible to handle. You can be like a support plus a core, and you can't deal with this guy sometimes. And look at him getting shit on. Fuck you, Nature's Prophet. I ban this hero every game, and this makes me happy.
A big duel in, though. This mid-Legion nearly finishes off EE within it, but gonna have to run away now with a poison on him. Actually, Legion in a lot of trouble. Stick charge is done. Excalibur chased by jabs. This Visage being body blocked up, but the Familiars will now stun the Treants. Summons against summons, and the flying ones are the victors, as it looks there as though Fnatic come out pretty nicely on top, but the tower is defended. Ice comes back down again. It's making sure that Fnatic don't get too much more chip damage, but they're going to try and kill Ice again, potentially. Grave Chill. Not going to go for the Familiar Suns just yet. They're backstabbing Excalibur. There's the crush. Nature's Wrath. It bounces. One of the final hits comes in, but the Gale from EE down onto the Nature's Prophet, and look at the damage. The medallion with the Familiars absolutely destroy him. And now Jabs has to go for the TP. The stun attempt not quite going to land. DJ barely misses out on that. In the river, what's happening down here? Jabs chasing Excalibur. That's not going to happen. Grave Chill will get him away.
Oh, man. Yeah, Ice getting owned. He even lost 2 raindrop charges during that and died, so what little gold he has is being put into items that are just dissipating in front of his own eyes. And he's going back for the Blightstone. He's on the mega value train right now. By raindrops and Blightstone trying to stay alive. And now Moon's down here as well to try and deal with this. They're really trying to save this lane, it looks like, but that's level 3 Plague Wards at this point. Can they even initiate on EE? And this is like your highest farmed hero too in the Legion Commander, and she's just like, man, why am I even here? I am out. Like, just a Venomancer lane.
Holding the lane for Ice. Making sure that his tower doesn't die. But DJ, from all those kills onto the Furion, he's hit level 6. He's actually got this Vendetta already up. We're looking at 9 minutes in, and he's going to be scouting around, and oh no, he's going to make another hit at bot lane. He's shifting over there.
Right now. He's about to be more rich than Ice with this kill.
I mean, where's the tower range? Okay, right in the middle. Down he goes. Raindrops not really going to save you from this. Punches come out from EE and find yet another kill. Is this the way? Have they found the key to dismantling Mineski? Killing Ice over and over again in lane?
I'm down. I'm just can't wait for the next time someone picks Nature's Prophets. I'm just going to go mana burn them for 10 minutes. This is the greatest thing ever. Screw that hero. Oh, this is excellent. But, I don't know. Is this going to transfer into anything, I guess? We still need to wait on the big rotations from the Legion Commander. I mean, she's down here now, but her itemization looks like it's going to be kind of that standard mid build that we don't get to see too much anymore, but you go for the armlet, and then you move in towards some sort of a mobility item, more than likely. Maybe, like, if you have a rich enough support, sometimes you can skip the blink, but let's be honest, though, she's probably getting blink next.
Yeah, you probably need it, right? Blink Slardar, Blink Legion, even against Plague Wards and Familiars, all that other stuff, the boars as well. Like, honestly, how many summons does Fnatic need? EE down bot lane. They start with the crush and they'll follow with the duel. This should be a win here for the Legion Commander. No, barely misses out. That should have been one.
Now. It's just so close with the DD run last time, and now that. Oh, DJ spotted out. Nice sentry placed down by Ninja Boogie.
Very, very well played. So they will get a double kill for the Legion. That probably makes up for the missing damage. Lacking there from 2 duels missed in a row, barely. Ninja Boogie gets the tower as the catapult was about to steal it away from the Dire Heroes. How's Mushi doing? Rotating all the way from top through mid down towards bottom. They already took the tier 1 top. So now they give Ice this top lane to try and farm against Ohio. He is 2 levels ahead, or about a level and a third ahead of the Beastmaster. Not that it means too much outside of maybe a bit of extra damage in from Ice. It's been a rough lane so far.
It doesn't feel like they have more kills on the radio at this point, honestly. Just because they keep, like, or at least, I don't know, the kills feel really close, but it's always felt kind of one-sided every single time. It's like there's never a battle, you know what I mean? It's always just someone dying. It's either Ohio just getting ganked by 4 people, or Ice getting ganked by 4 people. We're just roaming in packs here across the entire map, and now there's a really big horde coming top with smoked up Visage Birds looking to capitalize on a roar. But, hey, there's nobody here. Where'd they go?
Ice is nearly all of their deaths, all of the kills.
Yeah,
6 out of 7. Legion is the only one that's added in there. Nature's Wrath just bounces around a little bit. Not looking for any kind of fight or damage to try and start things off. Maybe a bit of a fear factor thing there for them. As nice Plague Wards here from Envy. Not only scouting the high ground for any kind of backstab, but also setting up for these Ancients. Farming both places at the same time, and there he sees the Disruptor. Magnetic Field in.
They want another duel.
Envy turns with the Poison Nova. Moon goes forward, the crush into the back. Jabs, backstabs, Twilight Dive with the glimpse away. They can't grade. Envy stuck, and with a duel in, they finally get a win for Moon. The turnaround, Ice though, taken down by the Familiars and DJ. Helped out. Jabs, good 2-man crush. Maybe buys a bit of time, but Ninja Boogie still falls. And now the roar in onto an illusion. No! That's not how it's meant to go. Mushi clears up Highlight Dive. There aren't any stuns remaining. There's one from long range. DJ lands in, perfectly placed. Now in comes Jabs, but no crush. He's got no mana. Even with that, press the attack. The overwhelming odds as well from Legion. Damage, but the dispel on the stun for the clicks to run. There just wasn't enough sustain from Mineski. They get a couple of kills, but all in all, Fnatic come out pretty majorly on top.
Yeah, they have to dive so deep for that too. You saw he retreat into the trees. He gets 1 block off of the Plague Ward. So then Legion has to take the time to kill that and then get in for the duel. And then they drop the Static Storm. And at that point, you've committed everything. You've spent a ton of time killing EE. And that's when the reinforcements come through. And pretty inevitable. It's going to turn out in Fnatic's favor at that point. Quite well done.
Jabs is closing in on that Blink Dagger, so they'll have that shortly. They'll have a couple of minutes here to farm bottom lane and maybe a bit of jungle. A little bit scared of what's coming his way, but Highlight Die, Excalibur, both farming Ancients here with the Familiars. That Medallion with a Shadow Wave actually does a decent chunk of damage there, and we've got the Midas already up on the Visage as Nature's Prophet dies up at top lane. DJ with a Vendetta.
Yeah.
Gets in there.
The help of Ohio without even needing the roar though. And now they have that to possibly turn this around. You have to target the Legion Commander is the problem though. She's pretty tanky right now. Obviously if you roar a Disruptor, he's just going to get pressed the attack right away.
So Helm of the Dominator, first item for Ohio. What are your thoughts?
Oh no, I'm down 100%. It's a good item. Always. What's good about it this game though? Purging the corrosive haze off your allies. That'd be pretty cool.
I think what I like the most is that you have no real carry hero, right? You've got Veno, Visage, who don't, they're not your conventional carries or cores.
All right, let me stop you because I understand what you're saying. Get the Frost Armor Ogre, and then give him your aura, and he is your carry.
Yes,
is that
exactly.
That's what you were going for, right?
For sure.
I figured.
I'm thinking more about the, Alpha Wolf aura, maybe a Hellbear Smasher aura, something like that. You've got an additional hero now to add into the mix, but you've also got something to really buff up the Visage and the Venom's damage. Without buying Vlad's, you know, Vlad's is an awful item.
Yeah, no, this is pretty good. Now, what downsides though? Obviously, it's relatively expensive to buy a helm. It's 2,000 gold. I mean, maybe not compared to other items, but compared to Necro, it's only 600 gold less. And you're like, man, shouldn't you just like buy a Necronomicon? Like, if you want an attack speed aura and stuff like that, that would be my thought process, because you know you're just gonna get that out of a Necro book too, and way more damage.
Yeah, maybe so.
So I don't know.
I'm not sure.
I mean, this moves really fast, and it's basically always up is really important. You can split push a lot better with the helm. I would definitely think helm's underrated. I don't know if this is a good example of like the best time to buy it, but Dire, that's a quick duel win.
Yeah. Envy a little bit far up, and now they swing into Roshan with a DD on Mushi. Oh, look at that. Right inside the Roshan pit exactly when they needed it.
Ice Frog strikes again.
Sure does. He sure does. Excalibur, Solar Crest, Midas coming off cooldown, but they have to go and look for a fight. Efficiency be damned, but Aegis already gone. They still trying to get in here to catch someone. The Centaur moves forward. The Nyx Assassin starts things up off to the north. Not going to be able to catch into the Legion though, as Fnatic take control of this high ground a little bit, but not going to be able to capitalize on anything really.
An extra stun. Can't press the attack off both of my stuns between the roar and the stomp. There you go. The follow-up play.
The chain stun capability of Beastmaster.
I wonder if he even goes Necro after this. I feel like if you're not buying it early, it might be time to just go like Shadow Blade or something.
He's got
Interesting.
Blink queued up and he buys it.
Yeah, after this. Like, do you just go AC? No, he's gonna go back for the Necro. Okay.
Back for the Necro.
I'm not sure how I feel about this build.
More
I think
units.
there's a lot of value out of the Necronomicon.
More units, strength. More. Now, how many are they gonna have? They're gonna have the quadruple boar. That's 4.
Yep. Then the Helm Creep.
Then the Helm Creep.
And
then the 2
the
Necronomicons.
Necronomicon.
That's 7.
And then the birds.
So 10 with the Aghanim's birds. 10.
Okay, right. Good point.
We don't count Plague Wards, do we? They're not summons really. They're just
Now top lane Disruptor.
So that's a dead Disruptor. He's in a lot of trouble as the Mana Burn clears him up, but Jabs is here to turn this one around. Nice and pale, the TP's come out, and there are no more stuns. 1 second until Crush came back up, with Prophet being the one that TP's back, unable to make sure that dive is punished. So Fnatic get away with that for free. Well, there aren't anything else, right? It is just 10. Unless one of the others goes for like a Necro book as well, but that's not going to happen. That's not happening.
Like the Nyx Helm or something. I don't know. Don't think that one's going to happen. But yeah, it's basically spamming Necronomicons to win yourself some Dota 2. The Dota 1 strats are here. 50 damage on Visage. The mid Visage is alive, but from what I hear, there were some issues in some of the NA games of the Visage plummeting to a... that's the opposite of how pause works. Got it backwards there.
He realized his mistake very, very quickly. It was probably one of those things in, like, he says in TeamSpeak, I need a pause, and then one of them was like, okay, go, and he says go in all chat instead of pause, you know. He just gets his not his tongue tied, but his fingers, whatever.
Wait, hold on. Soul Assumption double strike.
Yes.
Was that mean you soul ascend to someone and they just take 2 instances of it?
No, it jumps to another unit, which I believe prioritizes heroes.
How have I never seen that? Okay, interesting.
I'm not 100% on the last thing I said, though. I remember reading something that says it prioritizes heroes, but that may be like PA Dagger or something. No.
Do you believe I haven't got to cast a single Visage core? And like, I don't know. I thought he was gonna be like hype and cool.
And you've just never been in a lobby with a game where they've had Visage core?
No.
That's sad.
I've had support ones too, but I've never gotten anyone to actually get the Soul Assumption double strike.
I think I was watching Lizard stream the other day.
A different random target within cast range is also targeted by a second Soul Assumption. So it's random?
So it's random. Okay, so it doesn't prioritize heroes.
Well, that sucks.
Okay.
Since it uses the spell's cast range increasing effects increase its range as well. Heroes and illusions have a higher priority than other units.
Ah, yeah.
Treats creep heroes as creeps. The second soul assumption does not target invisible units or units inside the fog of war.
So I wasn't wrong. Sick.
No, you were correct, sir. Huh. Okay. Well, that's not that bad then. As long as it prioritizes and isn't totally random. So that must be the choice, eh? People take that over the health.
Yeah, I think I've seen it a couple of times.
I don't know.
I've not seen
health
many.
is a lot.
I've not seen many core Visage. I mean, we don't care about Dazzle because Excalibur, Visage we've been talking about, he is the one to get jumped on as well. Legion Duel, not there in time, gets stunned up.
Oh, the hell? I thought they used it before. My mistake. Thought I heard the noise over on the Dazzle, but no, yeah, that's an issue.
I nearly had it.
Oh well, they're gonna get a good push mid. This is supposed to be the Radiant strat, pushing down a tier 2 at 20 minutes. We're going the wrong way here.
It was a little bit unfortunate for DJ because he walked like past the bottom rune spot and the Clinks was invis running the other way, but that was the kind of de-smoke or the smoke pop move that DJ was looking for, but the smoke and the movement actually came just straight down the middle lane. So DJ went in and he was hunting, he was like searching for people. He goes and gets an observer ward down, which is just outside of the sentry range actually. Purposefully done that since they had a sentry first. Leave the dire sentry up there as well, just to make sure that no one knows you've been around recently.
Okay, so how much time do we have left? Quite a bit here on the Aegis actually. A full minute. Thought it would be less than that, but the pauses kind of messed with my brain. Beastmaster's getting wrapped hard here. Oh yeah, he's gonna be in trouble. Who's gonna get dueled?
Oh, he roars the slot arm, but he gets super dueled. A nice little win there. How many are we up to now? Is that the third win, I guess?
Oh, DJ's holding. He doesn't have a TP.
Oh, is he going to be found by jabs? Oh, this is such an awkward moment. EE has died in the meantime to Mushi. Mushi dies now.
They're right next
oh my
to
god,
the courier's coming. It's going to go over the Nyx.
Blink. Oh, jabs. He's gone. Wait. He doesn't know where he's gone to.
The courier finds him, used the invis, and I have to make sure they don't lose the courier.
Do they have any reveal? They've scanned now. There's the dust. Jabs has a blink stun, but the blink away from DJ. Gets himself away. He's still amplified up, though. This could still be trouble for him. Nice turn and impale. The blink and duel, 5 seconds or so until you can have that out from the Legion Commander. Where are the TPs? No one's coming in to save DJ. He is left high and dry. There's the duel. There's the win. And Legion will secure even more damage. What an awkward engagement. We're watching this. In the meantime, what actually happened down bottom? Like, EE died to Clinks, and Clinks dies to the rest of his team. We probably should have been watching that, but it was funnier to watch the Nyx and the Slardar dancing in the jungle,
Clown
to be honest.
Shoes is way better, honestly. I mean, that's Courier MVP doing the work. Like, you get all this vision on the Radiant side with these hawks and boars and visage birds, and they can't find shit. And the Courier's like, I got this, see? He's helping out the Dire, trying to even up the score. Nice one.
Familiar's gonna go in onto Ninja Boogie here, taking him down to half health with one barrage of attacks. Ridiculous damage. Not gonna get cleared up. They find a little hidey hole back in the trees, but one of them is still hit by the Corrosive Haze, so that one will go down.
What are you, a hobbit? A hidey hole?
A hidey hole?
Are you in the Shire or something?
What?
Gareth Baggins in my hidey hole.
My hidey hole? Well, what would you call it then? He's found a nook to hide in. He's found a cranny.
Sure. Get in my nook, Dwight.
Get in my nook.
Right. Well, we have no Aegis now, so maybe they're not going to be pushing tier 2s anytime soon again on the Dire. Might have to wait for that. I feel like, the Radiant, they are like Captain Planet, right? We're assembling all of these pieces together, push some rings together. We got some Bassies. I'm sure there's some other cool rings on their team. And then there's probably a Ring of Aquila. Yep. All right. So the rings are going to align, and they're going to be able to hit buildings. And we're getting close to that, it seems. Aghanim Scepter is also pretty clutch, though.
Is that nearly here? Oh, it's 1,000 gold away for Excalibur. He stopped off on his way to Aghanim's to buy a plate mail, in fact, to try and tank up against the Legion, the Slardar, with all of this physical damage and minus armor coming out. Man, look at Ice Ice Ice. We've not seen him in a while, hey, but he's got Midas Aghanims. Okay, Fnatic,
True.
if you're going to try and push, well, try pushing into my big ulti and see what you've got. Going straight into the Octarine Core. I have not seen this build in a while. It really has been a lot of drums, Orchid, Shadow Blades, lots of physical attack damage, you know, Maelstrom as well from Nature's Prophets to try and split push, team fight. Get involved and 5-man a fair amount when you're not split pushing. But this one, this is special from Ice Ice Ice.
Look at DJ. He's like trying to stalk Mushi here, but he's so tanky. He just watched him kill 2 camps, and he's going to follow to where he thinks he's going. He's going to be correct, and it makes logical sense in the farming patterns and stuff, and now his observer will reveal his thoughts too, but what can he do? He's so tanky. Like, no one can rotate and do anything.
Yeah, they've got nothing to TP. It's not as though Nyx can set up for, like, familiar kill on Clinks. Wow.
Just kind of scouting anything like smokes and stuff. They might have an inkling that these 2 supports are smoked, but it was kind of awkward because like the Prophet then walks past your ward, he's not smoked. So maybe they don't.
The Dire scan up top, looking for anyone that was maybe standing in front of them. As, like you said, the supports kind of shift through into the jungle, but has that been spotted? There's pings coming out saying there's a ward placed up here.
Oh, then their smoke just pops instantly.
Now the blink into Crush. Catches onto a Centaur. That's a good start. They get themselves away though. Eternal Envy. Oh, he is alone. Ice 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 says hello.
Got a mana too.
Venomancer's got nothing to give, and now in comes Jabs. The long TP rotation comes in, and Mushi clears up. Radiant trying to catch someone up atop, maybe cancel some TPs, but Moon and Ninja Boogie both sitting back a little distance away. Not going to fully retreat though. Still potentially looking for a team fight here if Fnatic go forward and commit for anything. Could find the Dazzle. They've got Static Storm to go as well. If anyone shows on this lane, they're probably going to jump them, but Fnatic very timidly fall back into this jungle area where they can maybe just sit back and farm for a little bit.
8k lead at this point with the Prophet with Aghanims. That's very scary. And he's going the full out build, boys. It's Octarine Core time. This, I mean, I missed this build, to be honest.
Ohio,
oh, yeah. There it is. Look at that chain stun.
But what can you do now? Where's your damage? You just used your stuns. And Mineski could turn this one back with a great Static Storm, stopping DJ from stunning. The Carapace is there, but the Glimpse already comes through. Moon is cleared up. They do get that kill with the Familiars doing an inordinate amount of damage, and they're looking for Ninja Boogie now as well. Kinetic Field slows the advance, and I think Jabs should be okay. Just sprinting away. They get the Legion. The Roar does start things off fast enough, speedily. They jump in, and they're able to chase tier 3 mid, being pressured, but a 2-man stun. DJ perfect with a blink initiation. In comes Ohio, slaps him down. And the 2 supports from Mineski will fall, but look at their base, dude. It's in disarray. Tier 3 mid is nearly dead.
Jeez, I was looking at the bottom one where Prophet actually was. Yeah, Veno wards are in the mid lane to try to deal with some of the treants. Prophet's down bottom doing, oh, he's back. Like, there's no way they're coming home. They're going to try and get something off of that fight top, and he's correct. They are going for the Roshan.
Blink's taking Rax, though. Middle lane, Mushi slides in.
Oh,
they have no
the
melee Rax is gone!
Sick Rosh.
Roshan's not even dead yet. Mushi now, he has to turn and fight. He's taken melee, but he's 1v3 at this point. Roshan still being taken slowly but surely.
Oh, but they have gem, though.
Can't go invis with the poison on him, unfortunately, but they get the tier 3 bottom to half HP. Roshan finally does go down, and Excalibur will be taking the Aegis and the cheese. But they've lost melee Rax mid, thanks to the Mushi Clinks.
Their wave clear is actually pretty bad, too. So, like, as more of this Aghanim starts coming in, and the Octarine Core just makes it kind of infinite, and the Refresher, I mean, of course, what else are you going to build next on Ice Ice Ice? Yeah. That's his favorite item, honestly. How are you going to handle this? What do you have? You have to go like Maelstrom Visage, right? Or Maelstrom. Someone's building Maelstrom, because EE has also gone the complete opposite of the split push build, because he's going for the Aghanim's Blink, which has been pretty popular lately. Lots of Venos going for this. It seems more like an offlane Veno build.
Yeah.
Than a was put in the core role build. But I guess he's thinking about the auto update. That's some classic shit. Pause, XD. Damn. Oh, that's some PJ Salt right there if I've ever seen it. Yeah, I don't know. It's like you're just relying on all of these buffs and auras and stuff to jack up your hero without itemization, but it feels like you could have just like multiplicatively helped yourself.
Yeah, I'm still.
Is he gonna like blink eggs? The blink eggs holding the tree ends? Is that the strat here, guys?
Yeah, man. Honestly, I'm trying to mill this over in my head. I've not seen Ags on the kind of actual core Veno, you know, off lane Veno, sure, but
yeah,
I've seen so much of
like,
that, like Hurricane, like
you know.
Yeah.
Like Midas eggs, the eggs gets done at like 30 minutes or something, but.
Maybe one of them will shift back into a Mjolnir. We'll see.
Wait, how much HP do giant treants have?
Like 1400?
If you
no, wait,
get a hero.
no, sorry, that's 1400 with Howl.
Because
Is what I'm
it's 3
remembering.
times as much health and damage if a hero is killed, right? Now, what happens if that gets doubled and then Clinks eats it?
Oh, jeez, dude, that's too many numbers for me.
That's gonna be a huge. It's like a 6k HP Clinks or something. That'd be so good.
Wait, hang
no,
on.
it's not 5. It's great.
So, what's 6 times whatever this is? 6 times 550. It's like 3,300 or something, right?
Okay, well, a health right now is 550 on a treant, right?
Yeah.
So then,
Times
if you
2 times 3.
die to the Wrath of Nature, a greater treant is created, which is 3 times as much health. So we're dealing with, 1,500 or whatever. And then, if he has the talent, it's 2 times. So it's a 3k HP treant with a little bit extra.
550.
And then you can eat it.
So, yeah, 3.3k. I'm so good at maths, guys.
Yeah, typing in the Windows 10 bar calculator. Congratulations.
Right, just now, I did just now to double check, but I swear I said 3.3k before.
Yeah, I know.
Trent.
It's okay, buddy. It's okay, buddy.
Like,
That'd be great, though. I don't know if that's gonna happen.
Dude, 2 days ago I tried to add like 113 and 120, and I came up with 150. I somehow managed to lose one of the hundreds, and was just like, wait, hang on a second, no, that 1 + 1 is 2, and we need a 2 in here somewhere. Yeah, my brain works in mysterious ways. Nature's Wrath, what are we looking at? Just split push? Yeah. Just creating treants everywhere. Gorgeous. They've got an observer wood in here deep as well. Maybe need a couple more of these to spot the waves as they're coming in, so you have more opportunities to get Nature's Wrath to bounce around and get these little treants popping up everywhere. But Fnatic, they're the ones that hold Aegis and Cheese. They have Gem on the Beastmaster, Necro books are coming, and they're starting to ward pretty deep here. The trouble is, they've lost tier 3, so the shrines are open, and Nature's Prophet just sends them over. Top shrine is already gone, and now pushing into tier 2. It's so difficult, like you said.
They have to just YOLO. Like, their itemization doesn't allow anything but YOLO. Like, they're not even trying a Maelstrom or anything on the Visage. He's just gonna buy AC. They're gonna go for some giant down mid push with Necro 3s, Blink ulti from the Veno. Like, he just lives down here on Venomancer until they're ready to take the throne. I'm pretty sure. I don't know what else you do as this Radiant team.
They're so good going forward, but very, very poor at kind of holding enemies back. They're even TPing top lane to deal with this, but they've already lost the tier 2. They have no outer towers left. Mineski are just winning this kind of war of attrition. They're not fighting, they're not meeting in the middle, they're not touching each other, they're just kind of sitting back and saying, okay, you guys, you have to 5-man, you have to group up, you can go do that down one lane. Then we'll go and push your other 2 lanes even more effectively. Because we're building Refresher on the Nature's Prophet, like you said. The favorite item of Ice 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 is coming. It's coming.
This is great, though. I haven't watched I still think this build's so good. I think it's definitely not as good as it used to be, right? 'Cause it was like the core. It was almost every game. You're watching Universe, he's building this thing. It didn't matter what profit it was. That's what the choice was. But to like... This is what separates like amazing Dota players, right? Is the ability to find these older builds and bring them out in moments where you're like, hey, wait a second. If I did that, what are they going to do? Because they just don't have wave clear. Like, it's such a staple of every draft these days. Their best wave clear is Dazzle. I mean, he can't wave clear against Profited, Legion, and Slardar, Clinks. Like, that's 4 heroes that are terrifying. They can be over the entire map and just kill you.
Maybe Beastmaster?
I mean, like axes?
Axes?
Like,
I mean, he's
get
got
the talent?
axes and balls, right?
But still, I mean, overall, it's pretty bad.
Yeah. I'm just saying, I think the Beastmaster's maybe a better option than the Dazzle. Because he's going to go boot to travel soon as well, right?
Yeah.
And Dazzle actually has a decent amount of money saved up. Gem is queued, but 1,600 gold. Wouldn't be surprised to see Pieliedie just buy a Glimmer Cape or something, just to have one of those items when they are trying to commit and push into high ground with the Aegis and Cheese. Mushi, though, full Hurricane Pike, working into the Monkey King bar, about halfway done.
Dude, Envy has just been in this box. He's been sentenced to Venomancer prison. He just lives down here. He never leaves. He just plants wards and waits for the chance to push it in again. And he hasn't left here in like, he's been here since they lost Rax.
Like 4 minutes, yeah.
Yeah,
Top lane. Hello. Hello. Ice, ice, ice.
Oh, there's a prophet in your base.
Sneaky devil. Why is there no backdoor? Hello?
They must have pushed in far enough bottom. They were getting pretty close.
No, there was backdoor when Ice Ice was here, then backdoor turned off when the Treant started hitting it.
I'm pretty sure it was the wave bottom. It got close.
Backdoor is so...
Who knows how backdoor really works?
But no, backdoor is literally one of the weirdest mechanics still in the game. Because there's the whole thing where, you know, you push high ground with a creep wave, and then what was it, 30, 45 seconds after the last creep dies, then backdoor starts to kick in? Like what?
It was 17.
It's
Isn't it some
17?
stupid number? Maybe I'm wrong.
It's changed so many times. I mean, we even used to have rules back in Dota 1 where, like, backdooring was illegal because they couldn't code backdooring into the game. No, it was illegal. Like, you would get banned from in-houses or you get banned from, like, arena game rooms for backdooring.
Well.
And
now
also, more than 2 Necro books are banned in games as well.
Well, I mean, that probably was a good idea.
It really was.
This would be a impressive win by the Radiant if they pull it out here. It's that constant war of attrition. Now, mind you, we can talk about how like they can't push the waves and stuff. Overall, the net worth is shifting the Radiant's way. At least it's been starting to the past couple minutes. They had that one little fight. They took the Roche. They got the Aegis and the Cheese. I mean, it's gone now. They still have the Cheese, right? Somewhere around here. Yeah, it's on Beastmaster. Okay. But Prophet, you know, he is throwing some money into them. It's okay.
Radiant are scanning.
Wait a couple hours. Venomancer has left the bottom lane.
Oh, really?
Sorry, I get green toxic heroes mixed up sometimes. Practically Necropos.
Are they going to kill the familiars? Oh, resummoned. Excalibur, at the very least, there did a great job at keeping top lane pushed out. But this smoke in from Mineski. They're hunting. They could maybe convert from this into something big, like another lane of Rax, but I don't know who they're going to find. Eternal Envy.
That's Treant sees Envy.
Oh, hello. Blink Crush starts things off. Oh, dearie me. Mushi with all that damage. Death Pact and Monkey King Bar are now. They will just shift towards the bottom lane. The push has been halted. Get out of here, Fnatic. Back to your base. Be gone with you. But what do they do from their base? Like, this is no platform to leap yourself into victory. You're now cowering in fear, hiding away from Mineski as they run straight towards your tier 3s, which honestly are very close to just collapsing.
Dude, Envy's found the solution to this game. He's building Octarine Core.
More wards.
More wards? Ulti does something? That's interesting.
How does that work with Poison Sting?
Oh, it's not about the poison sting though. It's about the Midas.
But I mean, you get the heal, right?
You're just not even thinking about it. Yeah, you would get a little bit of heal.
But you don't get the heal from the wards because they aren't you and they don't get applied to the Octarine Core, correct?
Yeah, just like Blade Mail and stuff like that.
And Serpent wards as well from Rasta. That's how it all works. Just making sure. Weird stuff happens in Dota 2. Mushi. Oh.
There's a refresher.
Goes for a weird
now that my treants are on your base, let me just throw another one here.
He TP'd up as well. It's like
Nick's just punching them.
He can't do anything.
The treants can't all fit onto the tower.
I mean, he might be in trouble now. DJ has found him, but the tier 3's falling with 5 bottom lane, BKB from the Legion. The battle kicking off proper down here, but they'll retreat. The top lane fight continues. Venomous Gale comes through from EE, but they can't deal with their freaking Treant. They'll finally die, won't they? No, it's just ulti. There's no Gale on them, it's just Poison Nova. Now they have to be right-click down. They do get Ice, but that's another Rax. Range falls top lane. As middle getting pressured a little bit here by the creep wave coming through, but Fnatic, they are stuck. They have been forced to all chat the Roshan time. That's how bad things are getting.
Oh my god. This is so funny, dude. They can't kill the treants. There's so many treants. They actually like are just colliding with each other and can't all hit the objective. I mean, that's not a good sign for the Radiant.
Still can't believe that Ice is 2, 9, and 8. Wait, does he have the most deaths in the game? He must have, right? Yeah. By 2. Eternal Envy is closing in.
I was gonna say, he's catching up. Yeah. He has been doing his best.
He's trying to get there, trying to match Ice. But his highest net worth.
Actually, oh, never mind. They did just scan the Nyx, but Klinks isn't gonna turn for it. I thought maybe he was gonna go back, and he's got other things in mind. He sees some creeps bottom lane. Oh, there is a sentry right here, so if he walks in, that ward would spot him. But all right, so let's see. They're gonna do some backdoor math again here. Look, they're pushing. Look at this. He's sneaking top. They're pushing the wave bottom. These guys are practicing their ratting here. I'm just gonna watch this little shield here. Oh, sneaking by. Oh my god, dude, this is so. And there goes the backdoor. Hello.
Glyph is forced. So backdoor gets disabled here. Let's still find Mushi though. Great initiation. Jump in. Bottom lane. What's happening? Tier 3. One hit away. We're gonna leave it. Denied by EE. There we go. Nicely done, Eternal Envy. Well played. Sick move.
Treants do not break backdoor. All right, this caster is not an idiot. That is not how it works. I tell you guys that, man. Why is SC chat always the one that flames so hard?
It did work at one point. There were loads, there's been loads of weird backdoor bugs though. Remember, like relocating one of your creeps into here, into the freaking jungle to hide it. Was it Prophet Treants, but also like illusions, like randomly illusions at one point used to break backdoor. Just backdoor has been buggy as hell for the entirety of its existence. Get in there, Trent. Get him. Get him.
He's trying to teach them.
They appreciate it, I'm sure.
Talk more about backdoor, please. I mean, it's the most important thing in this game.
Oh, Jabs misses his crush. That could have been a good go, but now he puts himself in the firing line as Excalibur comes in. Shivers guard through onto the Slardar. Soul Assumption and the birds. There we go. Kill him off. He's down, but it's Ice in the back. The duel is happening somewhere. I want to watch this Prophet fall, though. DJ and Ohio pairing up to take him down. The fight in the back. Moon gets the kill with Mushi helping out onto Excalibur, but they can't chase onto anyone else, I don't think. Even though DJ has the amp damage on him, they've got to deal with the Observer Ward. Also the little boars and the familiars flapping around and trying to cancel their blink initiations. An interesting
have a
move
lot of Gales, I guess, because of the Octarine core.
Yeah, cool.
I don't know. It's weird. It doesn't feel like a very effective build. I'm curious. I would love to ask EE as to why. I mean, at this point, I think it's because he's just like so invested. It feels like one of those fallacy things, where you don't leave the baseball game even though it sucks because you paid for the ticket, whatever that thing's called. The sunken cost fallacy. That's the one. And that's what it feels like right now with his build, right? Because you feel like you probably just need like a maelstrom and some shit, dude. But he's like, well, I've already bought Blink Eggs. I probably need Octarine Core because that fits the items I have. But
yeah,
at least that's how I feel about it. That's what it looks like.
He just has to keep on pushing through, just trucking forward with this build.
God, aren't you glad you're watching Dota, not baseball? What a boring sport.
Where did that come from? But yeah, yes.
Sunken, I don't know. It's always the example in the sunken cost fallacy.
Oh, is it really? Okay.
A baseball game. It's like, yeah, you know what? I should leave baseball. All right, they're trying to roach. Hawk is probably scanning this. Yeah, you can see this far. Oh, by Hawk.
For me, the biggest sunken cost fallacy in Dota is when, the Roshan is in the window of respawning and you sit in the Roshan pit as a support and you're like, well, I've stayed here for 20 seconds. I may as well stay for 5 more, 10 more seconds, 30 more seconds. And you just keep on like wasting time and time and time. Roshan's going to be up soon. There's no point really waiting around for all of that time. But there's going to be the battle around the pit at this point with Fnatic vying for control. They need Roshan. They need Aegis. If they don't get this, they pretty much lose the game. If Mineski get it, they pretty much win the game.
Yeah, I would agree. And there is a Hawk kind of really sneakily inside the rock. You can just barely see the wing flapping, but nope, they see it. Ninja Boogie too good.
And Mushi absolutely annihilates it. Roshan, Aegis, Cheese, both picked up, and Fnatic, this is really going to be a disastrous couple of 5 minutes.
They have no Quelling Blades or Force Staffs on the Radiant, and we haven't seen this in a while, but it's the Octarine Nature's Prophet, so he has the Infinite Sprout. Not that he's really had a chance to use it, but that could actually be pretty important in one of these fights. They have axes, right, for the Beastmaster. That's it.
Yeah, you're right, that is it. I mean, Beastmaster had a Quelling Blade at one point, but I assume he must have sold it. That's gone now.
I missed that. I mean, back when Sven was meta during the days of the Octarine Prophet shenanigans, because people would try and pick Svens and AMs into it to try and stop people from doing that build, but sometimes it was still good. And then you watch them just get permanently sprouted.
Peter.
Yeah, that's the original, guys. What is it? 6-second duration? 6-second cast time. Or cooldown, rather. 6-second cast time. That would be. We need a skill with a 6-second cast time. That would be impressive if you landed.
I mean, Epicenter feels like it has a 6-second cast time. Because you have to take your hands off the keyboard and like, no, don't cancel the Epicenter. I need to blink after this. What is the skill with the longest, like channeling before it starts or cast time? I don't know. Well, Fnatic, don't leave your base, my friends. DJ is the only one that can seriously move forward by any measurable distance, but there is a gem over on Jabs. DJ looping in behind here, potentially, but the Mineski guys, they're going to show down on the bottom lane. The duel comes in with a static storm, and down goes Excalibur. Immediately destroyed, another one falls. It's Ohio. Beastmaster gone with no buyback, and now what do? You buy back the Visage. The Glyph is forced here. Envy, he has to blink ulti. He does. The Gale lands in onto the Clinks, but he has Aegis and Cheese. This is a nightmare. An absolute nightmare. Top lane, Ice takes down the melee racks there. 2 full lanes gone. You look for the third. The Force Staff comes through, but Mushi, he has a second life. He's fine. He'll come back up and he'll be able to eat another one of these creeps with the death packs in just a little bit. Look for the Megas. Who cares about Megas? Ice is taking tier 4s. Nature's Prophet just ripping away, killing off these towers. Fnatic, how do you can't, right? This is over. You can't hold. Nice 2-man stun. This maybe is where you go for the Hex. Into the damage. You kill the Legion. Jabs now being chased away. Ninja Boogie
hitting the buildings.
Retreats out.
Oh, they got him. He actually couldn't hit that building. They stunned him up.
Oh, Mushi was behind. Oh wow, Mushi was in behind.
Oh, is Ice going in? He's going in.
One hit.
Oh no, he went too far though. Oh yeah.
Well, Excalibur gets a triple kill with a buyback. Oh wait, Envy, hang on. Where do they die? Miles away. In base. One of them died in base. The gem's dropped though. That's a gem down. Jabs loses it.
1 ranged Rex.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
It just, once his Prophet's up, it just feels impossible. He is Necronomicon. He is Refresher. He is Octarine Core. It's like, they haven't even a ward in your base, dude. They know. You think about leaving. All they need is 1 lane to get here.
DD rune down at bottom. DJ pings it out, and Excalibur will go get it. What's this going to net them? Maybe a couple of buybacks, but it's got to be all in. It has to be all in from Fnatic. They have their ultis pretty much ready to go. Excalibur doesn't have a resummon of birds, though, unfortunately. I'll try and shove into tier 3. There's Ice. He buys back. He'll likely just go TP to a lane. I don't think him sticking around and defending here is going to do too much without the rest of his team.
This is what they've been waiting for, though.
He is just hanging around. Tier 3 falls. Fnatic, they're going for it. Tier 4.
You have to go.
You have to go in. Plague Ward's getting placed down. This is all or nothing for Fnatic. Mineski have to defend their base though. It's not as easy as it looks. There's the blink with the Gale and the Poison Nova now being thrown out onto Jabs. The Roar comes through onto Nana. They've caught the Legion Commander with a Hex down onto her as well. She's dropping low, being brought down. There goes the Legion. Has a buyback.
Has buyback.
Excalibur, he is not going to be as lucky. Oh, he's actually healed up. He's off the grave as well. Still alive.
The
Mushi
creeps are in the
might
base
be
though. They
trouble.
can't move now.
Turns back to fight, but they've lost so much here. Fnatic buyback on the Venom. Highlight and Excalibur have to run away. Body blocked by a million treants now as more come out. Ice has an entire army. The menagerie is here. The birds, they're taking down tier 4. The throne's in trouble. Oh, this could be good. Fnatic, are they actually doing this? They're going to be able to bring down Mushi. Mushi, he's being forced stabbed away. He is going to survive for a little bit longer, but now he dies after taking down the Beastmaster. But the throne is falling. Another ulti from EE. EE is doing it. No freaking way. A Fnatic managed to pull this off. The throne is dead. What? What the
YOLO
hell?
down mid.
What did we just watch?
They waited the whole time for the
Trent?
YOLO down mid,
Trent?
and it worked. I'm impressed.
Trent?
They threw. I mean, think about it. If they just got that range Rax, they would have had Megas, and that's way harder. Like trying to fight inside that base against Megas was probably impossible with only spells, with like the HP differential and everything like that that would have been going into the Mega Creeps. But they didn't get that range Rax. They walked down mid. Yeah.
They
Where was the infinite sprout on the throne? That's my question.
They walked down mid.
Wow.
They just walked down mid. I can't wait to see Twitch
that
chat
was
go.
literally its only game plan. That was right. I mean, they knew that this whole time. They're like, look, we have to just wait and hope for our chance to walk down mid, and they got it. Impressed. I mean, Envy's been doing the walk down mid pubs. He's been practicing, and here it works out into a victory.
Holy crap! And that's game 1 of this series. That's game 1 of this series. I can't wait. I cannot wait. It's a full best of 3. Oh, Mineski against Fnatic. Right, we'll take a break. Is there anything you want to look at the end game screen? Anything like damage-wise? I don't think there's nothing really spectacular, right? That was just, wow. Eternal Envy.
Some replacement masters coming in for you guys too. Don't worry about it.
Eternal frickin' Envy. Right, yeah, okay. We'll be back in a couple of minutes. I need a wow, yes. See you in a bit. Game 2 coming up. My mind is blown.